Jazzy Joe's Vinyl Adventures.
Okay, give me a beat.
Watch this.
Hi everyone, welcome to this new web series and ninth episode of Jazzy Joe's Vinyl Adventures, the web series where I talk to various collectors, sellers and producers of vinyl records in India. In every episode, we feature different lovers of vinyl records and promoters of vinyl records along with my tips about collecting records. This time, we are talking to Kushal Gopalka and Ashish Badra from the record label Tara Disc Records. Friends, I am happy to chat with these vinyl producers about their love for vinyl and about their record label Tara Disc Record. Tara Disc Record aims to provide musical and artistic output in the form of record discs to discerning connoisseurs and collectors. Emphasis is made to propagate and promote niche products reflecting the bygone eras and the rich cultural and musical heritage of India. Carefully designed products of high material quality and solid research will be produced from time to time. Two highly passionate music buffs have brought together their archiving skills, musical research, and homegrown engineering acts to offer top-class Indian music of international quality standards. Beginning with a never-before vinyl disc of Indian master musician Zorabai Agrewali, Tara Disc Records unfurls 12 superlative tracks of Indian music genres of Khayal, Tarana, Thumri, Kajri, Ghazal, etc. They followed this by releasing a record of the great artist Indubala. This is a promising label which is dedicated to release unique and quality music in India. Here we are. I've been talking about them and now they are here live with me. Hi Ashish, Kushal, how are you?
Hey, good. Hi.
Wonderful. It's great to see you guys. And, I was just telling people about the passion that you have entered this field with. And over the course of this chat, I just want to expose that passion that you have come forward with. I, for one, am a big fan of Tara Disc Records and the couple of releases you have come out with, and we'll be chatting about all that. So, Kushal, tell me your first experience with records. Was it at home? Was it at a friend's house? Was it in the market somewhere? Where was your first experience with a vinyl record?
Well, let's talk about records per se, because gramophone records have been around since I've been born. My grandfather, my father, we had records in the house, so that was nothing new. I have a picture of me sitting on our family radiogram, the huge machines that they used to have.
Oh wow! Will you share that with us?
Yeah, sure. I'll find it and definitely let me.
Wonderful, amazing.
So I'm a toddler, and we're listening, cousins and all. We're just listening to the gram.
Okay, so the bug bit you quite early in life.
Yes, I think so.
Wow! And do you remember what were your early records? Was it Indian music, Western music?
Yeah, so we had a lot of Indian music going on at home because that's what the family understood and liked.
Okay.
And predominantly it was Hindi film music, which was the radio was also going on in the house all the time. So everybody was listening to the radio.
Yes.
And my first vinyl, I remember my grandfather took me to a store called Rhythm House in Mumbai.
Oh yes, Mumbai, very famous store. Yes.
Very famous store.
Yes.
So there I was as a 7-year-old, and my first EP record that he got me, that was mine, all mine, was Parichay.
Oh, Parichay. Yes.
R.D. Burman.
And it was an EP record.
Yes.
What about you, Ashish? What was your first test with vinyl? What's the history of your passion with vinyl? The first time you saw a record, where was it?
I would like to show you something.
Okay.
Uh, this is a book written by our friend Robert. He
Okay.
lives in Seattle. It's called Indian Talking Machine.
Okay.
So it starts with a photograph
Yeah.
that shows me
Oh wow! Yeah, this is
playing
what Kushal was talking about. Yes.
You can see me. I am
Yes. Yes.
playing the
Yes.
flute. I'm just revolving it on the floor,
Yeah.
on a top, on the and singing the song myself.
Oh, okay.
I was not allowed to. It's like it's 3 or 4 years old. So
Okay.
my dad used to play the records, and I was not allowed to touch the record player. So what I radiogram we had. So what I did, I used to have collect some rejected records, play them, and sing the song.
Oh wow.
So the first thing I realized that I love only records in life.
Okay.
It's the records. I realized that there's nothing else so favorable to me than records.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, nothing is that much favorite. Only records. So we had a collection at home, a small
Okay.
one. And one day my dad came with a box full of EP records, EPs, 7
Okay.
inches.
Yeah, the 7 inches.
So he
Yeah.
found the box in the back seat of a taxi. He was riding, and he paid the taxi driver 10 rupees and got the whole box for me. Before that, my father used to listen to only Nat King Cole, Jim Reeves, Frank Sinatra, but that box had records, Namak Haram, Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Amar Prem, Aradhana,
Bollywood soundtracks.
Bollywood soundtracks, mostly R.D. Burman and Kishore Kumar. So from that, my passion also grew for Kishore Kumar's voice and R.D. Burman. And also the Western music was also there, but it grew like that. From that age, I was around 5-6 years old. That happened.
Wow. So both of you were around the same age when you discovered vinyl.
Yeah. Kushal is also the same. I know. He told me.
I mean, with that background of discovering vinyl and cut to the present, how did you make the decision to make vinyl in India? I mean, from a listener, from a passionate music lover, now you are producing your own vinyl. So how did that decision come about?
So we've been fascinated by records. That goes
Okay.
without saying,
Okay.
and we've been hearing, collecting, and basically we're music lovers. So
Okay.
Ashish and I, both of us, are music lovers, and we discovered that our passion was common. So we got together, and
Okay.
here we are. Tara Disc Record LLP is an enterprise which is a labor of love, where
Yes.
we are outputting and music, but we are searching for people with like-minded passion who are looking for a very good quality of music in terms of not only the selection, the repertoire, the
Yeah.
sleeve notes, the
Yeah.
art, and wonderful sound, as good as it can get. So we were
Yeah.
always fascinated when we saw, especially foreign LPs, and we saw the production was so good and so
Yeah.
meticulous. They are
Yeah.
mentioning as many details as possible. So हम लोग ने कहा कि why can't we do all this?
Okay. Yeah. Natural question. Yeah, no, very true. Your passion comes through in your releases. As I said, I'm a big fan. That is why that it's not just a release with a cover, with a CD cover, the cover that was made for CDs. The same cover is on the vinyl. It's not like that. The passion comes through because of your cover art, the way the sound is designed. And you have notes, you have booklets, you have lyrics. So it comes through that this is not a commercial product but a passionate product. That
So,
is very, very clear for everyone to see.
so we do feel that things that we love, people around the world should also love it. So we feel if somebody's from a different culture and they don't understand what a kajri means and what
Yes.
it's trying to convey, it's not the music, but let them also get into the subculture of
Yeah.
Indianness and understand what it would be, and that
Yeah.
experience would bring them closer to the music.
Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, Ashish, what about you? How did you think of getting into record production? Something that you loved all your life since you were a kid, and now you're making these records. So, how did that idea come about in your mind?
This labels, hmm, these record labels used to haunt me a lot. Hmm.
Okay.
The Columbia, HMV, Polydor, and RCA Victor, London. There's so many labels are there, known, unknown. These labels used to haunt me a lot. So I sometimes I used to think I myself can have a label made by me.
Okay.
I can own a label also.
Okay.
So when we met, these things, I think these are a kind of divine intervention. God is there, that I met him, Kushal, or he met me. We thought the same thing of making records, and that thing happened. Our disc, Tara disc, the logo, we sat in this room and we decided how can it be. He told that there's a serpent playing, so let's do it. So instantly we made the label here, sitting in this very room with Photoshop on my desk. So we made the label. That worked out. It's funny. The serpent thing is his idea, and the rest I made the designing and all.
That brings me to my next question. Why these artists? You could have made movie soundtracks. You could have made pop albums, maybe. But I see, of course, I have your records, and I have the unique distinction of having your autographs on the records. So these are artists who are not in the pop culture per se. They are no doubt very, very creative artists. They deserve vinyl releases, but to do something unique like this, something different like this, and to bring these artists to the foreground, I'm very impressed. But I want to know the thought process behind that, Kushal. What was the thought process? Why did you choose these artists for your album releases?
So we've always had a soft corner for the less popular and the forgotten artists. Some great
Okay.
artists like Zohrabai of Agra. She was
Yeah.
a doyen of the Agra Gharana, and what gaiki, what music.
I think it's more about the music, and that's what I love. That's what I love about your releases. That you are doing Indian music a service.
Very much so, because this is not a commerce driven enterprise, and we're not really making money on this, to be honest with you. But
Okay.
it's just the sheer delight and the love that's involved with the product. It takes us a long time because we are very slow in the sense that we are very meticulous, and we take a long time to even choose an artist, delve
Yeah.
into the artist's life and music.
And Ashish, what is your viewpoint on this? Why these particular
Yeah,
artists
it's the
instead
same.
of a more maybe
What
commercial
Kushal,
viable artist
uh,
or a movie soundtrack? Why did you choose to promote these two artists?
yeah, Kushal. What Kushal told is very true in case of me also.
Yeah.
So the thing is that Kesar by Kerkar's records. I
Yeah.
used to listen them on 78 RPMs. They were noise and all, but when I just heard the LP of Kesar by Kerkar and also Abdul Karim Khan's, so it sounds so good, sounds so round. The sound quality, analog. The sounds so heart touching. This sounds great. It doesn't hurt your ear. It's very comfortable, very soothing. So I thought, why not? Rather, we thought, why not an artist like Zohrabai? whose music is absolutely wonderful, and she used to be the guru of great artists like Fayaz Khan and so many other people, other artists of those days.
Yeah.
And so, why don't we make something which today's people can hear Zora by on a noiseless, scratchless disc today? Why not today?
I've heard both of your releases, and it comes close to analog. You know, it sounds like it should. So how do you do that? I mean, do you give it to a studio to master, or do you rely on your experience?
Sound is something which is very close to our hearts, and it has to be as pure and 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 warm and good as it gets. So we've always been fascinated with reproducing the best quality of the sound,
Okay.
and
Wonderful.
we've been maintaining this level of sound consistency. See, firstly, you have to be aware that there is this quality of sound, and then you must be passionate about preserving it, getting it to that level, and then everything falls in place. Whether you do it yourself or you get the best studios in the world to do it for you. But if you understand that everything digital is not is not the ultimate, and everything analog is not the ultimate, there is a mid path which balances both of them. Then you can make your inroads. But we're very, very particular about sound, whether it's from an acoustic non-microphone source or whether it's a microphone recording. It has to be the best.
Yeah. And what do you think, Kushal, about the cover art? I think you are more into the sound, but even the cover art, it shows your passion. So
I
what do you
think
about
Ashish
that?
will answer that better. But yes, my inputs also do go into that. Let the artists talk about the cover art.
Yeah. Okay, Ashish, what about you? Since Kushal wants you to answer the cover art question, let me first show all our viewers the unique things that you guys have been doing. Like this leaflet you have with Indu Bala. It's full of lyrics, it's full of information, full of photographs. What a great thing to put in a vinyl record. Someone who does not know the artist, gets to know. Anyone in Zora Bhai, you had put the lyrics of and the information, the notes of side A and side B.
Soundtrack from Django. The covers are so aesthetically made that I'm so impressed with this kind of work. So they have this a double album, and they have given the information or a poster and everything about the songs, the details and so aesthetically made.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you an example.
Yeah.
Indian records, mostly the cover art is good.
Nothing about the movie.
Nothing about the movie, no details at all.
Can you tell me about any future release? Are you working on something? Can you talk about that?
We do have our next project would be more film track related, and this is not something that we've done before. But let me tell you, it's top class. It's like it's going to be benchmark quality and reference material coming in.
Ashish, what about you? Can you also give us a hint of what you are planning at Taradis Record?
Yeah, Kushal just told that some film stuff is going to come.
Yeah.
So we want to diversify.
Okay.
Classical music, but mostly we like to come out with the vintage ones.
Okay.
The forgotten ones.
Okay. But you said you are releasing a movie soundtrack next. Is it a new movie or an old one? Can you give us a hint about that?
It would be vintage.
Okay, vintage.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you guys decide about that?
Well, just for a change, because we've not done film,
Okay.
and we thought it would be very challenging, and let's see what the challenges could be like. And
Okay.
a lot of people are, divided on film music and non-film music in India.
Very true.
So we said let's taste this part of the vinyl life, how it happens, and
Okay, that's about the future of Tara disc record. But Kushal, what do you think is the future of vinyl in India? Do you think it will ever reach the same popularity that it had in the 60s and 70s? Or do you think that there will be a niche market always? Always there will be people who will prefer vinyl. What do you feel about it, Kushal?
well, I would like to see that happen. That we are back with a lot of vinyls, and people are glued on to vinyl players and buying records. Because for me, a person like me, when I hold a record,
Yeah.
there's a electric current that passes through my body.
Okay.
I can't see a broken disc, or it breaks my heart. So
Very true.
I'm coming from there. So I would love to see this happen, and I feel CDs were very cold, to hold. It
Okay.
didn't happen with CDs. But I feel that's a gone era, and it may never come back in that sense. But there are people like you and me and Ashish who are just, we just go bonkers when we see discs,
Yeah.
and we the thrill of playing a disc is just, cannot be described in words.
Very true.
So I don't think it's going to happen in a very big way. But yes, the community is growing because people in India are understanding, the small things that make one happy, and this is one of them.
Yeah, very true. So you think the small community we have of vinyl lovers, they will keep it going, they will keep it moving, right?
They will keep it alive, yes.
Okay, Ashish, tell me, what do you think about the future of vinyl in India? Will it ever come back to the old days?
No, like old days, it's not possible.
Okay.
But people like शौकीन आदमी
Okay.
so if they have some inclination for vinyls, they know about vinyls, they have some inclinations, and people are also becoming tired of digital formats and all.
Okay.
So vinyl thing, and you start getting them on Amazon, on shopping malls also. They keep certain amount of vinyls. The thing is that it's costly, first of all. The thing which you get for free, then you have to pay 2,000, 3,000 bucks for them. But for people who are really care for good sound quality, good music, collectibles, they will keep buying records. And everybody knows in the WhatsApp group, and there are groups, they sell, buy records, exchange. So many things are happening. And the good thing is that every record has got a value now.
Yeah.
So in that way, you can say there is a taker for every bit of vinyl record available. There is a taker, and that's the good thing. Now what's going to happen when the second-hand market is going to get dried up? People will look for new ones. They are going to look for new ones, I'm sure. And then the community will grow, the business will grow. So maybe we will have our own pressing plant here.
Yes.
It's good. What do you think? I've shared my idea.
No, I agree with you. I totally agree with you, Ashish. And I hope it happens. I hope the community grows. And, that's what this whole web series is about, to bring together all the lovers of vinyl in India and share with the world that vinyl is still alive. It is throbbing. It might not be what it used to be, But
Because
it is still there.
it was once it was the only option to listen to me. Either you have to see the film, or you have to go to a concert,
Yeah.
or you buy your own vinyl. But
Very
now you have so many options. But vinyl is going to be there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. You have all the information about Taradis now. You have seen the passion of both of these gentlemen, and I am very proud, and I am very pleased to have spoken to them, to know them, because the passion they have is amazing and it's infectious, and that is the idea of this whole web series, to talk to people, to meet people who are in love with vinyl, whether they are making vinyl or they are selling vinyl or they are collecting vinyl. Thank you so much, Ashish, Kushal. Thank you so much. It was amazing.
Thank you for having us. Lovely to share the views. Let the community grow.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jazzy Joe, for doing this wonderful video. Hope
Thank
to
you,
meet you
Rajala.
soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Take care. And now it's time for the collector's tip of this episode for new vinyl collectors. This time I would like to talk about how to clean your records. This is a very important part of maintaining your vinyl collection and keeping your records safe from dust. Whether your record is freshly pressed or 50 years old, using a cleaning brush can make a huge difference. Like this one. This has carbon fiber bristles that will go deep into the grooves of your album to remove dirt, hair, and dust that has gotten stuck inside. The bristles are effective at cleaning but soft enough that they won't damage your record during use. To use the brush, place your record on your turntable and turn the power on. Then hold your brush at a 90-degree angle and allow the record to spin under it. The idea is to move the brush from the inside grooves to the outside while it is spinning. Keep your sweep nice and light and you'll find that your records are all the better for it. Do not touch the brush with your fingers because your hands are oily by nature and anything you drag onto the brush onto the bristles will get transferred to your records during future use. Make sure your records are clean before every use and you will enjoy your records each time you play them for years to come. And now we come to the end of this episode featuring Kushal and Ashish from Taradis Records. Do tune into our next episode, which will once again be talking about vinyl and the people who love them in India. I hope all of you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please subscribe to this channel and like and share the video so that others can appreciate vinyl too. You can also send any questions, suggestions or feedback to this email jazzyvinyl@yahoo.com. For my vinyl collector friends, happy collecting. And for everyone else watching, thank you and I hope to see you in the next episode. Till then, take care and long live the vinyl.
Watch this. This.